Thursday night, we'll see the Edmonton Oilers host the Buffalo Sabres, as this game could be dubbed the game of threes. Now, stick with me here. The Oilers are a perfect 3-0 in the first 3 games of this 5-game homestand. They host a Buffalo squad embarking on a 3-game Western Canadian road swing beginning tonight. They're also looking for their first 3-game winning streak since their first 3 games of the season. And of course, finally, 3 reinforcements on behalf of the Edmonton Oilers come back into the lineup tonight. Goaltender Mike Smith, defenseman Chris Russell, and forward Jesse Puljujarvi all make their return here on St. Patrick's Day at Rogers Place. Now, yesterday we heard from Smith talking to the media. Today we hear from Puljujarvi and Russell. Of course, they'll be followed up by head coach Jay Woodcroft. This is the Oilers TV live pregame show. I'm your host, Tony Barr. Thanks so much for making us a part of your morning. Stay tuned for just a few moments. We'll have the media availabilities coming up right now.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
Bob.
Good to see you. How happy are you to get back in there? I don't know if you want to shed any. We're led to believe there was maybe some upper body challenges for you. What's it been like to try to grind away to get back in the lineup here, and your thoughts on getting back in?
Yeah, no, excited to get back playing. Been skating for the last 3 weeks, so getting sick of getting bag skated, so it'd be good to get into a game. But yeah, it was frustrating there for a while, but we got things figured out, so it's good.
You took a high hit. We couldn't tell if it was a shoulder or a head sort of thing. Can you, I mean, not to shed too...
Yeah, it looked that way because I think that was the last shift I played, was that when Kachuk finished on me. But it was something happened a few games before that I was dealing with, that I was trying to, and it just wasn't getting better, so we had to make sure it kind of nipped it.
Is it now, I mean, Jay's been here, and you've been away, and now you're back in, but you've still been around the guys, and I know you're communicating with, is there, and we know Dave Tippett was a good coach, but is there a different sort of, any kind of different feel, a different energy level, and I'm going to include Dave Manson in this as well?
Yeah, I think so. I think whenever there's a change like that, it brings different kind of elements to players' games and new voices. I mean, obviously that I feel like as a group there was some letdown. We let that coaching staff down. Let that coaching staff down that got let go, but Woody's been great. I haven't actually been on the bench yet with these guys, so it's still an adjustment for me. Some of the systems that they're playing, that they've changed. So I'll just be looking to adjust to that and trying to have a quick game.
You've always been a guy who prides himself on being a warrior, playing hard, playing tough. So for this season, being so difficult to get some traction, what's that been like for you as a player to play 9 games and have to sit out, play 6 games and have to sit out?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's kind of like, to be honest, it's just been dealing with some neck stuff, so that's the frustrating part, because I feel like there's times where I play good and I felt good, and then it just kind of go on me a little bit, and then some things weren't feeling too good. So, but I feel healthy now. I feel good, and it's a lot of hard work, and we have a good medical staff. But like you said, whenever you're not playing, regardless if it's you're scratched or you're hurt, it's frustrating.
I guess the other way to look at it is this is the meat of the season now, the stretch drive in the playoffs, and from your standpoint, how do you want to make an impact on your season and on the Oilers' season down the stretch and hopefully through the playoffs?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think everyone knows in this room what kind of game I'm going to try and bring. I try and play simple, limit their chances. Playing with Bears tonight, so try and get him the puck, get him going, and but at the same time, I got to prove myself. It's a new coaching staff, right? So, I mean, I had Woody a little bit there before, assistant coach, but it's part of the season where you got to win. So I got to be a part of that. So, and if I'm not, things will probably change. So I want to have a good game tonight.
So you've played, you got a lot of miles on you. You've played hard miles in the league, and you've played through probably way more painful stuff, I assume. You've probably played in games where you could, barely walk. And now you're out with a neck thing that seems frustrating more than painful. Like, is it weird for you to sit out with this injury compared to some of the ones you played through before?
Yeah, the way you say that, yeah, it is. It's block shots and bruises, and played through some broken bones, but it was just something that it wasn't getting better. It was getting worse, so I had to kind of make sure that I got it fixed and got it, and had the doctors telling me, it got to the point where it was basically I shouldn't be playing. So I just had to get back playing or get back to getting healthy again and working and to get back. So, but like you said, it's always frustrating. I feel like I am one of those guys that can play through some stuff. So whenever you can't, it feels like you're letting your team down.
Yeah, this is, watching guys like, I don't know, I'm thinking of Nick Jarmelson. He played like you played. Yourself, it always later in your career, it turns out this way. There's this compilation of nicks over all the years. You got to stretch your career on here. You want to keep playing, I get it. But is there is there so many nicks? Is there so much battle armor along the way? Does it become difficult to keep playing?
No, I know what you're saying. I feel confident in my game, and I feel confident I can play at this level. So I think, when that starts to fade, that's the biggest reason. But right now I feel good. I feel real healthy. Use the time to get back in good condition, and to be honest, probably haven't been this healthy this time of the year for a lot of years. So looking at it as positive.
Do you have some empathy for Mike Smith? He's in a similar situation. He's a veteran. He wants Adler. He wants to get in there and just, when he turns around, something's taking a bite out of him.
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate, right? Like, he's such a competitive guy, too, so obviously that weighs on him.
Hey, Jesse. How you feeling?
Feeling good. Excited to be back. Feel like new season starting, but nice to be back.
I guess was it kind of a? Did you just pull something on stretching for the puck, or what exactly happened? I guess with your injury.
You mean that goal?
Yeah, like isn't that where you got hurt?
No.
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 Oh, okay.
No. If that's no, it's not that.
Oh, wasn't that okay?
No. What? You can check the next shift, then you can see that.
Oh, okay.
I went one shift after the goal, so then that happened.
Just I guess coming back, how long do you think it'll take you to get back into game speed, or do you feel comfortable jumping back in and being the kind of the same player you were before?
Yeah, I have skating now like hard 1 week, so I think I'm ready to go right away hard.
Jesse, just wanted to ask you, when Zach Kassian came back last week, you kind of talked about the work that David Pelche did with him to help him get back into game shape before he got on the ice. Can you kind of talk about, some of the work that you've done to make sure that you're ready to go here tonight?
Yeah, same thing. I skate with him a couple times and hard skate, so there is good stuff.
Yesterday, I think you're going to be on the line with Evander Kane and Leon Draisaitl based on what we saw yesterday. Can you kind of talk about what your mentality is tonight going into today's game and playing with those two guys? Like, what are some of the things that you're going to be focusing on if you're on the same line with them?
Yeah, I think I gonna try to be myself, skate hard and win those big battles and use my speed and try to help a lot. So yeah, try to be myself.
Last question for me. You've been off for a month here. You've had a chance to kind of watch the team play. What's your assessment of where the team's at right now? You guys are in a 3-game win streak here at home. Where do you feel like this team's at right now?
I feel we have good position about everything, like the playoff spot, and I think we are going to right direction, and it's nice to come to help team again.
Thank you.
Hey, Jesse, you're a big guy and you can play in front of the net and screen the goaltender, and it seems to me you've improved at that over the last couple of years. Has anybody helped you improve? Is it just experience? What can you say about your ability to be good in front of the net?
Yeah, I think I haven't really worked on that. Just like try to be every game a lot there, because the blue paint where you get those scoring chances, and I think every game just try to be hard against everybody there. Yeah, thanks.
Morning, Jay. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, there we go. Yeah, all right. And you may have sort of alluded to this a bit yesterday, but over the course of the last 4 games now, you're going to be transitioning in 6 players coming, sort of either illness or injury related. I know you spoke specifically about Russell and Puljujarvi, but just the challenge of bringing those guys back into the lineup and dealing with maybe what sort of minutes are appropriate and that sort of thing.
Well, it's a challenge, but it's also an opportunity. I think allows me to move some chess pieces around the chessboard, learn about people's capabilities in different roles and situations. And I think anytime you're returning NHL hockey players to a lineup, it's a good thing. When you're getting healthy, it's a good thing. Creates competition for ice time, and they're good hockey players, so I think they make our team better.
Philip Broberg played 22, 23 minutes the other night. You've had him down in the minors. How does that conversation take place when he gets reassigned with Chris Russell coming back in?
Well, I think Phil is, first of all, he's had a heck of a year, heck of a first year. I think he's a very bright prospect for our organization. He's taken major steps along the way this season, and his game is in a good place. But I just think that in making room for some people, you don't want a young player not playing hockey games. So we had this situation occur while we were on our road trip, and he went down. He ended up only playing 1 game down in Bakersfield. But in terms of my comfort level with Philip Broberg, I have a clear understanding of what he can do. And as I said, he's had a heck of a year, but we just don't want younger players not playing hockey games. So that's why he went down to Bakersfield.
Hey, Jay, when you took over, or since you've taken over, the team's 5-on-5 play has gone in the right direction. I wonder what the messaging is. Like, what are you trying to get through to these guys at 5-on-5?
Well, I don't want to give away all the trade secrets, but I would say that we put a large emphasis on our work back to our own end. Understanding that to win down the stretch and to win in the playoffs, your 5-on-5 game comes down to how hard you're willing to work back to your net and how hard you're willing to defend. And I also think there's a lot of side benefits of being organized and relentless working back to your own end. I think a lot of the best offense in the NHL comes off of that. And we've had some good success over the last month or so. Good. Thanks, guys.